Welcome back to the first episode of the Tomato Podcast. Today we will be talking about such topics are such topics are siege and the state of it, um, Vigor, yeah, that's a thing, and Black Lives Matter and the violence,
Tomato man.
and that too. Okay, so the first topic we're going to start with is the siege. Like, what's going on with it?
It sucks.
Yeah, I know. All the hackers and stuff would the hackers are a really big problem with every game. Like every game has to have them, or else it's not a game. There's some sort of way to cheat in a game, and that's why people have anti-cheat or something like Siege has Battle Eye, but apparently it's not working as good, and people are finding ways around it, and people are complaining about the game now. And I don't think it deserves it that much because, they're really trying hard here. People might disagree with me, but I really don't care. I think they're working hard and, trying to entertain the community, and they're not, getting all this backlash. And they're trying to work on it, as they said in one of their blog posts. But, it's a problem with every game, and it's really dire to, this game. And, it's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you have to say?
Alright, so... Hey!
What?
Mikey.
No.
Okay, are we gonna continue on Siege or we're gonna start off on
What
a
do you
different
think we're
topic?
doing?
Okay, we're doing one of those. Okay, so... let's continue on Siege. Siege is a very problematic game. Yeah, it is.
You just were stating... Okay,
I know.
Just go ahead.
Okay, so... You got Xbox problems.
Yeah.
And... others.
Speaking of that, there's a lot of hackers on...
Just Xbox.
More hackers. On PC. But, more than, console.
Mm-hmm.
Because they have, I don't know. One theory is... I'm pretty sure there's a reason why out there, but... I don't know. I haven't searched that up.
Yeah.
But, one, reason... They have more access to hardware and software.
Okay.
Yep, I had it.
And also, it's not very... To people that... Hey, Josh. So, to people that play on an Xbox, some people go out of their way to pay $200 for an adapter so you could put a keyboard on Xbox.
Yeah, that's also a different problem. And, exploiting in, console. But that's for another day. But it's really a really tough topic. Because there's people who want an advantage over people. And, that's kind of unfair. It's the same thing with cheating. I think the only reason they do it is because, one, either to boost their friend to a higher rank, which is obviously, detectable.
Common.
Yeah, that too. And, people, I don't know, the other reason I think people do it is to, I don't know, make fun of them. Try to, ruin the people's day. That stuff. And, I don't know, it's just weird to me why they would want to do that, and they know they're doing it, because, there's obviously cheating. They're ruining people's day. They're getting people banned because, they're team killing them. And, it's really weird. One way I thought to prevent this is, in order to create a Uplay account, you need some sort of phone number. So there's to prevent the number of cheaters. Oh god.
Don't mind the background. It's our dog.
Yep, that's our dog who's yelling human words.
Yep. The dog's barking.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so continue on.
Alright, so as I was saying, you can implement they have it in CSGO. I forgot what it's called, but it was if you have a good reputation, then you'll get paired up with people that have a good reputation. So maybe that could transfer over to Siege, and they can do that. They can work on their Battle Eye a little more. I don't know. It's just weird to me how there's increased number of hackers. I mean, a huge milestone for Ubisoft is how they tackled the. Why would you do that?
Okay.
All right, the like a huge milestone they accomplished is with DDoS hackers. Like their data went straight up, and then it just went straight down after they like took action against like the people who run like the DDoS thing. They like sued them and stuff, and like that's a good thing. That's a good step. So, like they just need to keep going, you know. Like I have hope for the game. I still love it, and it's just slowly decreasing. I still love the game. It's such a good game, but still.
Alright, with that being said, let's move on to Vigor.
Okay.
Or the Black Lives Matter movement, whichever one.
We'll start with Vigor.
Alright.
Alright. So, Vigor, I think it's an underrated game, even though there's a lot of stuff to be worked on. Like, we got so many options. Like, it's a good game. All you need to do is, like, survive. And there's, like, multiplayer too. But the only unfortunate thing is that there's new game modes and only 2 people.
2-player lobbies.
Yeah, 2-player lobbies. That's really weird. Considering there's a game mode about a 5v5 in, like, objective point. Kind of reminds me of, like, Call of Duty Warfare. Like, the Gulag and stuff. Also Siege. But at the same time, it, like, I don't know, it's really fun. It gives you a different loadout each time, and every single person in that lobby has the same loadout. And, like, really good. I don't know.
And I like to point out that there's an issue with it. It's like there's no punishment for TK.
Yeah.
I would like to point something out.
Point.
Go ahead.
Point.
In the elimination mode, where everyone in the lobby has the same loadout, in a way, it's also like, helping players find what guns they like and what guns they don't.
Yes. I mean, I think it's a good playing environment for them. Because, you know, obviously there's so many weapons and, like, stuff that you can work around with. And there's just so much. And also, we haven't touched on, you know, what's it called? Encounters. Encounters are like. Also,
Okay. Our dog's making very weird noises. Okay. Oh. Something fell. Alright, brief interruption.
Okay, so I think it's a really good game mode. Even though like people much rather prefer the shootout mode or the elimination because it's more PvP based and like more action. But I think the encounter is just much more relaxed. It's still worrying. It's really weird. And like I don't know, it's just a really peaceful game. Like the graphics and like the attention to detail is so good. And like every time you die, you don't keep your inventory unless you pay like 60 crowns, which is the currency in the game for it. It's just really good. Yeah.
Advice: don't spend all your crowns right away.
Yeah, that's what I did, and now I have like 79. But like, if you get like, okay, so in encounters you can get like materials, so you can get like.
You pretty much need to do them to move on in the game.
So you can collect more weapons. You can get more crowns. You can get like crates and stuff. It's really interesting.
And a really good feature they added is the shooting range.
Yeah, the shooting range is
very helpful.
Yeah, it's just very helpful when you're bored or something, where you just want to touch on your aim, or test different guns out and see their recoil thing. And that's really cool. I like that they implemented a system into that. Also, they added new mementos into the game. There are trolls and lighters. Apparently, they are spread around all the like different maps. There's a bunch of maps too. Oof, and they're all unique. And it's just really good. It's really like very good. That statement was just the best.
Yeah.
No one can tell me otherwise. But still, that game mode, it's just so relaxing. Some people don't like it, as I said again. But like it's just so relaxing. Like you just need to collect materials and get out. Then you get them, go home, upgrade some stuff so you can get more stuff. And then it's just the whole premise of the game. Unless you want to have some more fun, which is like elimination and shootout. And like it's just really good.
It helps that there's a time limit that you could go and loot stuff because if some people, I know some people would just sit there and wait out the time till everyone leaves.
Yeah.
They would get all the good stuff that's left over.
Yeah. And like it's a decent amount of time. Like I think it's a little too much, but I don't really care on that because like all we need to do is just
In and out.
Yeah, in and out. This is supply crate too, but everyone doesn't go for it because it's too risky. And then there's like so many other features into the game, like comm station where you can like change the loadout and stuff of the drop. And then like they implemented a new feature like a telephone, so you could call another telephone booth and someone picks up. You know their location and they know your location. It's really cool.
All right. To add in all that, so when you're in an encounter, you just collect all the materials and you would think that there's nothing to do with. But there's a donate system where if you donate a certain amount of food, you would get like crates. Like
yeah, you get
it would go from common to legendary.
Yeah.
And also for the materials that you're gathering, not a lot of people pay attention to this, but you could upgrade your house a lot.
Yeah, you could upgrade your house. You could get more stuff to unlock with if you get more houses or like more upgrades to the house. And overall, it's just a really interesting game.
And the workbench upgrade, I mean, you could just upgrade a better variety of weapons.
Yeah, and with each upgrade of the workbench, you get more schematics for weapons, and you can build those weapons with the materials needed. So that's, for when you upgrade.
And also, there's an interesting thing that Vigor recently came out on Switch.
Yeah.
And apparently, it will only be crossplay to Xbox, which is kind of nice because you won't have any. You won't be on a tiny console going with PS4s and PC.
PCs. Mostly just PCs, because PCs you have a better advantage. You get more FPS. You get better sensitivity.
Way more options.
Yeah, but the only thing with that is that it's too expensive, and I'm already on Xbox, so I might as well stay because I am not good with PC.
All right. Now, do you want to cover anything else on Vigor?
No, I'm good. You just want to move on to the Black Winners?
Yep.
Black Winners? Alright. You want to start or I start?
Go ahead.
Alright. So, I don't think... Of course I support Black Lives Matter. Like, obviously. Like, it's always been important, you know?
Yeah, it's been a problem for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a problem for a long time. Like, stretching to, like, slaves and stuff.
Yeah,
It's,
and
like, been so bad.
I don't think you should die for a check not working.
Yeah. And, like, what I think they did to George Floyd was just uncalled for. I mean, he was gasping for air, and the cop did nothing to do anything. He just stood there. Did nothing. Or, like, kneeled. But, like, that's just so wrong. And, like, yeah, I understand why you're mad about it. Like, you could do protests, but, like, not destroy whole cities. Like, that's messed up. Like, you don't have to be, like, I understand your anger, but, it's not like, it's all the cops. I mean, I guess it's some of them, like, majority, but, like, some of them are actual people, and they have the same beliefs as you. But those cops that you are fighting did nothing. You're just fighting them because...
They're part of the same team.
Yeah, they're on the same team. It, like it might sound offensive, but I don't know. That's just my opinion, and people might disagree, and I would like to hear it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid.
And for the bystanders that were obviously spectating the George Floyd incident, they have a good reason for not doing anything since the people that killed George Floyd were part of the law.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't want to be taken to jail or in custody.
No, I disagree with that because they could have done something. It's not like they'll get arrested for 50 years. They'll do something.
They'll
the
probably
cops may like hold him off, but they won't like kill him.
yeah, but then after they hold him off, they're probably gonna go get back to George Floyd.
Yeah, it's probably true. But like, you know, it's kind of weird to me that they will do that and then expect nothing from it.
Yeah.
Like, I think I heard like my sister talking about like I forgot his name, but the person who killed George Floyd, like selling his gun, who he had. I don't know. Maybe it's fake. I don't know. Maybe. I'm just wondering about that. I don't know. I'm just whatever.
Yeah. Going back to what he said earlier, not every cop is a bad person.
Yeah.
Like some cops are okay. Some cops are the race that George Floyd was, and I obviously don't want to say it because people are crazy out there.
Yeah. And like back on like the protests, there's violent protests, but like you know, you can have a peaceful protest and they still get your message. Oh.
Okay.
So, like, you don't need to like destroy stuff, but you can like, you know, get up all in their faces. But like, you know,
Yeah.
that's kind of uncalled for. I know you want to get your point across, and you really, really want to like get it to like a higher understanding, like someone like a mayor or like I don't know, public official, whatever. But I don't think it's called for. But at the same time, I do think it's called for because what they do, like this recent history, like it's so bad. Like white cops always like, you know.
Not to like be racist or anything, but if you realize Mexicans and the black people, they're the people that mostly get killed by cops.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, I don't think that's racist, but like, I think it's just facts. I don't know. Maybe they're just stupid. I don't know. Like anything. Okay, just a disclaimer. Anything we say. You know,
that's our opinion.
Yeah, it's just our opinion. You could gladly like disagree or something, but like you know, then again, at the end of the day, it's just our opinions. But like you could comment what you think about it because we're interested. And like, so I don't know. Like you could get your point across with peaceful protest, but like considering the virus and like no one's wearing a mask in that protest,
it's very dangerous.
That's very dangerous. Like that's like weird. And like I think like everyone during that time just forgot about the virus, and it's just really weird because everyone was freaking out about it for like 3 months, and then now
no one cares.
No one cares. No one cares. No one's wearing a mask in the protest. And that's how you spread stuff easily, obviously. But like you know, it's just weird to me that it occurs without anyone thinking.
Yeah, and I've overheard people saying like that this could be big enough to be the next civil rights movement, but also I feel like just some people just simply don't care.
Yeah, like I think the protest has died down. I don't know. I haven't seen many like news about it, but like mayonnaise ice cream though, that sounds disgusting.
Okay.
You know, like then who would create that? Mayonnaise ice cream. What's next? Ketchup ice cream? That's disgusting.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. That was a weird transition, but we're gonna transition into another
ice
thing.
Cream.
Yeah.
Ice cream, I guess.
We're gonna transition into another thing, which is Fortnite and why it's like so unpopular right now. So back in like season 2 through 7, we loved the game. Like it was such a good game until they made stuff about it. Oh, sorry. They made like updates that no one liked. They made horrible changes to the map that everyone disliked. But the events were pretty good though. Okay, we're not like Fortnite addicts, like druggies or anything. We don't like Fortnite anymore. It's just been a downhill from here.
Disclaimer: if we're slow on this isn't script. We're just talking.
Yeah, we're just talking. Well, I don't think any podcast.
I know, but
you know,
people probably.
We just liked the game better. We just liked the game better because it was simple it was just straight to the point. Like everyone loved it because it was so like hooking. It was so entertaining that everyone just like liked it. It was just so fun to people. Like the amount of like utilities and gadgets there are, the amount of weapons and how much fun you could have with those. Considering I forgot what season, but I think it was season 7 where they introduced creative mode where you could build anything. Like that was so interesting to me. But then now it's just died down. Now it's just all competitive, and now like the Fortnite community's gone downhill so fast. Like,
Yep.
everyone's so competitive.
One big downfall of Fortnite is that they removed skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah, I think that's a dumb thing.
Yeah, for say, if there's a new player, and they just go off with this guy with like this really good player with like a ton of wins, it just gives them a little chance.
Yeah, I mean, skill-based matchmaking was like made the game a better place, so you're not playing against like Xbox Sweats who upload to their 400 subscriber channel, and like I think it's unfair because people who are trying to learn the game will get immediately shut down by these people who played for like 2 years, and it's just not nice, or not nice,
Unpleasant.
yeah, whatever. And like the changes they have made it horrible. Like they removed the shotgun recently, I think. Oof.
Yeah, when the start of the latest season came, they removed the pump shotgun again.
Yeah. And then they nerfed the 2 best weapons in the season, I'm pretty sure, which is the tactical shotgun and the AR. I don't know. I think Epic needs the redemption thing. I mean, the only thing I come there for is the events. And Travis Scott one was pretty good, I guess. My personal favorite event was Monster and the Robin
Yes.
robot thing. It was pretty fun. Pretty fun to watch. Anything you like to add?
It does. Personally, I didn't like the season as much as like for to say like 4 is because they, I don't know why, but they added sharks and the map is majority is water.
Yeah. Like, it's their swimming simulator and stuff. Like, it's so weird. And, like, people are complaining about it. Just like Siege. Like, it's a gadget simulator. If you're an attacker, like, drone simulator. Like, there's so many gadgets on defending that, like, attackers cannot do it. And the meta right now is the 10-second meta. I think it's like when everyone like rushes at the last 10 seconds, and people are asking for a slight buff to the time in like game modes, but that's just gonna increase the time of people like,
Waiting to rush.
yeah, waiting to rush. Like you're still gonna wait, but like still, it's so weird to me that people like they can't do anything. Like there's so many traps. There's people holding angles. You only get 2 drones each person, and like you probably need like 3 drones to like find the site and scan everyone. Considering there's roamers, there's like heavy tanks. There's a healer, which is really amazing to me that they haven't implemented attacker healer. What were you gonna say?
No.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Something that really ruins my mood when I play Rainbow is when Doc spawn peaks, because he can go for 3 rounds and every round he'll come back a little bit stronger if you hit him.
Yeah, I mean, it's just weird to me that like they have a defender that can heal anyone, but the closest they have to like a healer is Vigor, and I feel like the 20 health should be a permanent like health
addition.
boost. Yeah, and they recently made a buff, so when you Vigor boost with or when someone's down, you get a 50 health, so that means you get revived with 30, and plus the 20 health, I think. And I think that's really good. I think they're making a step in the right direction for Finka, even though there's so many buffs that need, or operators that need buffs. I mean, buffs and nerfs. Like, like Glaz. He needs buff. Like, he's not like the like Ash or like Sophia. He's not like Jacko when like ranked or something. Like he's not that popular. But if you choose him, then you're obviously gonna have like a disadvantage because everyone's gonna have like a fast firing weapon, and like this game is so like tactical and like PvP based.
One decision could ruin your game.
Yeah, one little decision can cost you the entire game.
Playing Glass, you also have to know when to push up and when to use your smoke grenades if you use smoke.
Yeah, like everything is close range. Like nothing is like the only like far ranged I know is Kali, Glaz, Boss G's, TCSG, and like many more that I don't know of. But like there's so many SMGs and like ARs, and like it's so weird to me that happens and occurs. But like the new operators they leaked, like there's one with a shootable camera. He has 4 of those, and he has a new weapon, also the MP7. But this guy, the girl on the defending, she has like these laser traps that she can place to doors and windows, and like she can punch actual like holes in the walls. And that's really cool to me because I think they're actually adding an interesting operator. Like Mamusi was an interesting operator until she got like 500 nerfs. And like Ace is still the same. He has not changed at all. And I still think he's overpowered.
Ace is just like another hard breacher with different weapons.
Yeah, I think Hibana is now like down there because I think they
because
only
of Ace.
I think they only implemented like you need 2 to open a hatch and reinforce hatch with Ace because they don't want to get rid of the system of Hibana. And like Hibana is so mobile, she has a great weapon. She's so good for like solo queuing, and she's so like she has a good gadget, but no one uses it because they rather pick either Thermite or Ace, and it's just weird because like no one goes Maverick even though there's so many like good things you could do with Maverick. Like you can burn holes and then get rid of the reinforcement entirely, and then you could like shoot. That's like the reinforced wall is now like a breakable wall, and now you could do that, and that's really good. But like there's so many like things to counter on defense, like Mute, Bandit, Kaid, C4s, under the drone hole, solar impacts. Those are really like bad things that need nerfs.
All right, and go ahead.
I think that Caveira also needs a nerf because depending on your fighting situation, she can use her silent step, go to the bottom floor and come up behind your team and kill them all with her shotgun.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many great operators with great guns and like great like gadgets, and there's like no one. There's like nothing you could do about it unless you have a Thatcher. So he's already working on the wall. He's either getting rid of gadgets, and he only has 3. And there's Kali, but no one uses Kali because
she's a sniper.
Yeah, she's a sniper. But they gave her SMG, which is pretty good. But still, I don't know. I don't see anyone going Kali on a regular.
I think another reason.
Let her go.
I think another reason Caveira might need a nerf is because her gadget when she injures someone and she can interrogate, it's so overpowered.
Yeah,
For
really.
a brief period of time, everyone's position's revealed. The second they move is this, you can tell.
Yeah. I mean, like.
And everyone's identity is revealed.
Yeah. Like it's so weird. I don't know why they could keep it hidden or like there's so many operators that need a nerf, as I said. Like let's say like let's see here, Vigor. Like he could reduce like the amount of like grenades he could get or something because there's a lot of picks of Vigor for his gun and his speed. They nerfed his speed to 2, and then you could either increase the recoil, do a nerf to its damage, or you could do all those things. But there's so many good operators like Doc. Taking away the ACOG is a little bit of stretch, but maybe decrease the amount of stims he has to maybe decrease the health he can give. Like maybe he can give 25, because in order he can give, or in all he can give 150 health. And I said you can decrease that by 25, and then you can give him 5 stims, so he has to reload continuously on a stim pistol and wait longer. And I think that's a really good system, or a really good nerf too. For there's so many people that need a rework, like the not played ops, like Tachanka, which I'm really looking forward to. And they're supposedly reworking Castle. Supposedly, I'm not too sure, but I think they're doing it. They were working, or what I think they should rework is what's it called? I forgot his name. Oh.
What gadget does he have a gun?
Too sure. Blackbeard. Yeah, Blackbeard. Okay. It's he needs a rework because everyone hates him. He has a shield in front of him, which takes a lot, but it doesn't. It's like a tinfoil wrap. You used to take a lot of damage. You used to take all your ammo in your main gun, all your ammo in your secondary, and then that's it. But all you need to do is crouch with him, and you got him. He had good weapons. Well, most of his DMR. I don't know about his AR. He had good weapons, all of that. Especially a good gadget. He had flashbangs. He had what's it called? He had breaching charges, and it's just really good. It's kind of overkill at this point. And Twitch, she had. I'm glad they nerfed her, because you could literally kill a down person. If you're down someone, you could just throw your drone in there and stack them twice and they're dead. And I'm glad they implemented a system where it only does 1 damage to them, which I still think they should do only 1. I mean, not 1, 0, because it's just as happening. I think they should, I think they did a great job nerfing her, because everyone just used her for a gun. I mean, not her guys, but gun. And they nerfed that severely. And now, since they nerfed her gadget, I don't think anyone will be playing Twitch anytime soon. But people still run Twitch like me. It's kind of weird, because I use her gadget at the same time I use her gun too. But I really don't rely on the gun. I usually rely on the gadget, which, as no one said before. And also, what I think needs a nerf is Ash. Her speed is incredible. She has what Ubisoft claimed the highest DPS damage whatsoever in the game. That's what their thing was. So her role, what Ubisoft, I'm pretty sure, said was entry fragger. So she'll just run in and kill them.
Yep.
And
real quick.
What?
Real.
Yeah. She had an ACOG, which was horrible. I played during that time, and it was horrible, because with a 2.5 zoom, it's horrible. You just run in there, you can see farther, which I don't understand. The gun had literally no recoil. That was so bad. That's all I have to say for now. So that's it.
And now with spawn, people get very upset when they get spawn peeked by a doc, or they go out to Ubisoft's website, tell them fix or nerf spawn peeks up, and then if they put something in the way, people just always find a way around it.
Yeah. With the recent reworks of the maps, they usually put a truck or something or a wall there so they can prevent the spawn peek.
Like how?
Or just remove the window.
That happened with Border.
Yeah, that happened with border.
When they put the wall, people found a way to get on top of something. I don't remember what. And look through a little crevice at the top of the wall.
Yeah, and they should do that. Another thing with border, they removed a tree, which would pretty much prevent a spawn peak, but they still do it, or since they removed it, they could spawn peak. And it's like really hard to like not, because you always have to peak really slow or really hard, or you could just wait until they finally give up. That's what I do sometimes, and like it's really weird because it's a strategy based game. You're not gonna like, think of something when you're dead, and you can't like like make action of it until like you're alive, obviously. But like you can still tell your teammates, which I love. There's so many opportunities, and it's just a really great games with so many bugs that need to be fixed. You know anything?
He does.
Okay.
So I've been wanting to talk since they talked about Twitch, and Twitch. I have a story, and it's a good reason that they nerfed her gadget.
Okay.
So once I was in a 2v1, I was Twitch. So I threw a drone to try and distract Jaeger by shocking him, and one shock killed him.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You got anything to add? Because you've been really quiet since. About like operators, any buffs or nerfs? No?
Yeah.
I've been a little upset about the buck nades.
Yeah, the buck nades were so uncalled for.
I have been wanting to talk.
Wait.
So, like, it's been really sad because the reason for it is because they think they're like a hard creature. They're like, soft creature, sorry. And like, so they took away his nades because he had so much fragging capability. It's really weird because so does Sledge. He has a great weapon, frag grenades, a great gadget, and they took away his frags for Buck, they took away his frags and gave him an extra clip of the shotgun, which is only 5 bullets. I don't know how that increased anything. Like, people usually use him for vertical play or Sledge. Sledge is a much greater person needed to, like, do vertical play. And because he has, like, I'm pretty sure 26 things of his hammer. And, like, it's really weird. Alright, what?
I think I know.
Alright,
I
just
think
go
I
ahead.
know a reason where they might have removed Buck's frag grenades.
Why?
Since in a way he's kind of like a ranged Sledge. There are some walls that are reinforced, but a tiny bit is still left unprotected. So I think a part of the reason that they took away his nades is that he could shoot that out and throw nades through into objective.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's a YouTuber named Coconut Bro. He has so many great, like tactics and, like, strategies he could do. And, like, angles and stuff. Like, I try to remember them, but I never can because I'm stupid. And, it's just really great to see someone in our community, like, doing that stuff because, like, no one else is doing that as I know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I might be wrong, but that's just awesome. All right. Anything you add?
I lost it. Oh, that what he said where Buck is like a ranged Sledge.
Yes.
I get where he's coming from, like with the shotgun, but then again, if anything, Sledge is more like a ranged Buck because he has that secondary SMG.
Yeah, that's a good
And they
one.
both have an ACOG on their main.
Yeah, I mean they're both really powerful people, but like then again, how come like there's always a roamer on their team? There's an anchor. There's like C4 too that can get you from below. There is like they can place cameras there so someone can come up and get you from there because you need someone to obviously watch you, and like that's part of the reason why they added like a nomad stuff. And, like, you know, they also gave claymores, which like also takes care of that, but still, that's kind of unneeded considering he needs more fragging power. You know.
Yep.
All right, I think that'll be the end of this podcast. Thank you for listening to our horrible voices and the dog barking in the background. Thank you.